Hey everyone, Rylis Productions here. We'd like to introduce you to our 73 Challenger build project that we got recently. We dragged the Challenger over from our lot to the workshop. It's been sitting outside for a year, but it's finally at its new home, and we're going to work on getting 70 to 74 Challenger spoilers built from the front valence. That was the main purpose of buying this Challenger, was develops the front spoilers for it. We've got a lot of customers who were asking for the 74 Challenger front spoilers because of the popularity of the Cuda spoilers, and so we picked up our Challenger. Also, we're gonna build a track build out of it. We're gonna ditch about, I would say, 70 to 80% of what's inside and toss everything and replace it with brand new components. As you can see, it's an automatic. There's the shifter. We're gonna remove basically everything on the inside, and we're just gonna keep it for the chassis steel, which is very solid. Very solid. When we checked it out last year, I was very impressed with the thickness of the steel on this particular car, and I actually thought that it was a lot thicker than what was on the Cudas. There's a bunch of rust spots, but that's typical of a 40-year-old car. We need to sort that out, and I sanded it last year, but like I said, it stood out in the rain, and rust is slowly creeping back in, but this is just surface rust, so it's not going to hurt it. The steel on this car is, like I said, is very thick, and we're going to strip it down, put it on a rotisserie, and reinforce it, stitch weld it, put a full tilt roll cage on here, and make a beautiful track car out of it. Same style like is in the Cuda, but this time in the Challenger version. So here are all the insides. Like I said, I'm gonna get rid of everything. If anybody needs some 73 Challenger seats or parts, let me know. We're gonna get rid of them for extremely cheap. There's another shot of the automatic shifter, and that's going to be replaced with a T56 Magnum 6-speed. Luckily, this doesn't come with a column shifter like it did in the Cuda, which saves us in the long run. But we'll sort this out. The regular no stick or automatic transmission columns are a pain to deal with. So, but luckily we got lucky, and this comes with a regular just a regular steering column. But anyways, this particular car comes with a 318 small block, and we'll open her up and you'll see what's inside the engine compartment. Let me just get the latch here real quick. There you go. So very rough inside, but that's fine. This is all just surface rust on the side here. Surface rust on the inner fenders and all that. But we really like this car because it's a small block for a number of reasons. Because the Gen 3 Hemi bell housing pattern is the same as a small block Mopar. And number two, this small block Mopar, a 318, is an iron engine, iron block, iron heads, and I think iron intake as well. So roughly it's about the same amount of weight that would be as the Gen 3 aluminum engine that's going to replace it. It's about, I would say, 450 pounds, 425 pounds, roughly the same amount of weight as the Gen 3 aluminum Hemi. So that helps us out with the suspension tuning and setting up the ride height and all that, because you want the weight of the engine to be on the front tires when you set the ride height for any vehicle. And speaking of which, we just tested it out. We were able to fit, if you look closely, a 295 18-inch tire on this Challenger. We just bolted these on, no modifications to the fenders. As you can see, the brake caliper is supremely rusted, but these are going to be replaced with a 13-inch kit from Dr. Diff. But as you can see, 295 tire, 295 18 tire. So what this means is a 315 will actually fit in here because there's tons of clearance for it. There's tons of clearance for the tire. What I'll do is I'll put the camera down and you guys can see that there's it doesn't hit the fender at all. And I'll be right back, and I'll turn the steering wheel and it'll show the turning radius of the tire. But with a 295 tire, it's only slightly smaller than a 315, and turning the wheel all the way to the left, and touch the fender. Now I'm turning it back all the way to the right. And you can just see how wide of tire this is, and it fits the Challenger just fine. There you go. These old classic E-body fenders really swallow up huge tires, and as you can see from the tape measure, I'll pan down. As you can see from the tape measure, pan down again. Camera is not working. It's about 11 inches wide. So like I've said before, it's really a waste of a tire if you don't have a 300 series or a 300 millimeter tire or bigger. This is a 295 because we use this as a mock-up tire, but a 315 will easily fit in these fender wells. They're massive. It's like they were built for huge road racing tires, which I think they were, because if you remember back in the 1970 Trans Am, you had the Cuda and the Challenger and the Trans Am series. Those cars had bigger fender wells, or actually they added fender wells to the or fender arches, I'm sorry, fender arches to the fenders, but in reality they didn't need them because you can fit a huge 315 tire on here in stock form. I'm gonna fold the fender lips up, but that's it. That's all it really needs. The same thing that we did with the Cuda, and there you go, it has 315s on there. So we're gonna have fun doing that and completing this project. Like I said, we're gonna gut it and make a beautiful track car out of it. Whoever's gonna get this car is gonna be one lucky guy and have a ton of fun with it. So like I said, all this is gonna get stripped out. We're gonna put new Race Tech seats in here, full tilt roll cage, all the safety features and all that, fire extinguisher system from Safecraft, all the goodies, all the mostly American made go fast products that we can stuff in here. We're gonna put in. So stay tuned. Check us out at RylisProductions.com or RylisPro.com. Rylis Productions. See you guys later.